Let me tell you what the mature-minded person needs to have, right? And that's this: to the degree that we have already attained. All right, let's just break that down. To the degree that you've already grown, right? Do you remember when you have grown and grown a lot in the Lord? And that's what I was referring to during that 6 months. To the degree that you have already attained, that you have pressed on, that you have stepped into that upward call of God. When you remember that degree, the greatest degree of attaining in your spiritual life, he says here, let us walk by the same rule. Let us be of the same mind. So let's take out the rule part. Let's be of the same mind. Have the same mindset you had during that time of growth. Now, if you go back to the question I asked, what does being a stick in the mud have to do with growing the Lord? Well, that's where that let us walk by the same rule. That word rule, when you break it down to the Greek there, it's referring to a plant. You know, when a plant is growing and it's weak and it's just feeble and it's growing up, and then they have that stick that's next to it that helps it to grow straight and strong. So that way you usually have a rope tied to a stick so that when the plant's coming up, it's growing alongside that stick that's there in the mud or that's in the dirt that's helping it grow straight instead of going slanted or some other way. And so that rule is speaking of that stick that helps the plant grow straight and strong. And the Bible here is saying, Paul is saying, hey, let us go by that same rule. Remember that thing that helped you grow straight and strong. Remember that thing. Remember what you were doing at that time. Remember the guidelines. Remember the things that maybe were theory in your life, but yet you applied them not understanding it, and it helped you grow strong. Now don't make that theory, make that your experience. Let that stick, so to speak, that rule, let it not be something that you need to have that stick. Let it be within you now, and you be of that same mind. You be of that and be that strength that grows strong. Why? So you can be that for other people. And that's where we jump in going here. So hopefully you get that picture there, that plant, where he wants us to remember, mature believers, remember what you did in the greatest times of growth. Bring that into your now right now. And then verse 17, brethren. See, now this is also key. He speaks first to the mature. Now he's broadening it out. He speaks deep to the mature. Now he's bringing it out to the wide audience, or to the brethren, to the brothers and sisters in Christ. Brethren, join in following my example, and note those who so walk as you have us for a pattern. So here, Paul is carrying along this thought here. And he's looking, look, everybody, I want you to look at the mature people in Christ. Look at myself as an example. He's basically saying, look at us and what we're doing as that stick, as that rule. Follow our pattern. Again, it goes back to what you're doing. So when you're growing the Lord, you find someone else that's following the Lord, and you're like, all right, they're doing this, this, and this. Let me try doing that. And when you start finding you growing the Lord because you're adding those ingredients in your walk with Christ, like praying daily, reading the Bible daily, spending fervent time in prayer, when you're giving to the poor and helping others out, when you're saying no to things that you know are not right in your life, those things help add ingredients that help add that fire to your walk with God.